All right, welcome back to another video. As you may know, I have been a fan of Noctalia, and I've been using that with my MangoWM window manager, and it has been, working very well. But I actually wanted to try something a little bit different from kind of the norm of what everybody's kind of going to. Seems everybody's kind of moving towards different quick shell like environments, like Dank Material Shell and Noctalia Shell veneer and all the different shells that are out there for your window managers now. And something that we have kind of left behind is your typical Waybar and Wofi or Rofi and Mako dunst type setups. And I wanted to see if I can kind of accomplish that and still have a nice, aesthetically pleasing work environment that is still just as good as one of those, as one of those shells. So basically, I created this Mango Waybar, setup, and I kind of just want to take you through it and show you the things that I have created. I did create a GitHub for it with an installer. Please install at your own risk, as I have not fully tested it, on different hardware and different distros and things like that. I've only installed it on two of my personal computers, and they're both on Fedora. But I did have the installer check for which package manager you are using to make it compatible with other distros as well. And it does download some fonts and themes and stuff from GitHub as well. So just be aware of that before installing it. Maybe try it in a VM or something first before you jump right into adding it to your own system before I get a chance to, fully test it out. But yeah, so before we jump into this, I wanted to thank everyone for getting me past the 10K threshold for subs on YouTube. I really appreciate the support and everything as I create content and stuff and create different little, scripts and tools and things, for the community. So I just wanted to thank you guys for, helping me get to this point. And if you're new and you're just starting to watch me, feel free to like any of the videos or subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And if you want to help me continue to do this and support me, you can do so at kofi.com/theblackdawn, or you can join the YouTube membership. But other than that, let's jump right into this. So keep in mind, this is very Mango specific. I have not created this for, Neary or Hyperland or anything else at this time, and I don't know if I will, but it just depends on if I want to, recreate this or use another window manager for myself. But here are, some of the features here. So I have a static Waybar up here that will change, with the theme. And I did make this pretty modular, so you can drop different Waybar configurations and update the themes like as you see fit. So these themes are not like locked in. You can basically update them and change your icon packs, your themes and everything for them. And I'll show you that here in a little bit after I show you some of the stuff that I have set up here. So as you can see, I have a Grovebox theme here. And when I open my logout menu, that's showing the Grovebox theme. My app launcher, is also showing that. I also do have a, wallpaper picker that is also showing in the Grovebox. And I also created a emoji picker as well that just copies, to clipboard for you to paste that into whatever you're using. And then one of the things that I actually really like is I created a option to show you what layout you're in. So up here it says layout, scroller. You can click to change it. So I can click this and then it opens the layout switcher here. So I can just switch, to a different layout. All the layouts are showing here for me to switch to. And I have also bind that to a keybind to launch that layout switcher as well, so I can switch between layouts, and it will show you which layout you're in based on what tag that you're in. So if I go down to a different workspace here, and then I want to change this to tile, as you can see, it did change to tile up here at the top, and then also you can see that my windows are being tiled. You can see it's falling off the edge of the screen there because I have an ultra wide monitor. Only scrolling stays within the actual view that you guys see currently, but I can go through here and then change it back to scrolling just by doing that. And I did update it so you can actually change what options show in this layout, and I'll show you that here a little bit when I actually show you the configuration. But you can actually change what shows in this layout here. So you're not stuck with just these. That's one thing that I wish Mango had, is the ability to have a keybind to kind of cycle through only the layouts that you use instead of having to cycle through all of them. Because I have a cycle option, but it cycles through all of them. You can't dictate which ones they're cycling through. Unless I'm missing something, you guys can let me know in the comments below. But this way you can actually remove a lot of these that you might not use, or have, a few of them, because I use maybe like 4 of these in total, and one of them I really only use on my vertical monitor and, nowhere else. So I don't really need to be able to switch, between it. It just stays on one of the tags on my vertical monitor. So yeah, so that's one of the features that I really do like. And then there's the theme switcher. So I can do this, and right now I have grub backs and 2 cappuccine options, pink and purple, and then I have a monochrome theme. As you can see here too, if I look at my wallpapers, it's only showing wallpapers for my grub box theme. A lot of this is inspired by the ghosty dot files that I was using on BSPWM for a long time, that I kind of changed and reconfigured to my own liking. But so a lot of that is very, very heavily inspired with that. And I also got a lot of inspiration from JTech in Discord, because he is building a themes kind of like manager for Mango as well, and being able to update and change your theme and change like the actual colors and everything like that. So I'm definitely excited to try that out. I might integrate it with my system here once that is fleshed out and finished. But as you can see, I can go into the themes here and I can switch to Cappuccine. And then as you can see, like the theme for my GTK apps have changed, and then the theme for my terminal has changed, and the bar has changed. Everything has changed, and now all of the different windows and everything that I have as the pop-ups are all now themes with the correct colors and everything. So then I can switch to the purple theme. And as you can see, it changes to the purple options. Everything's themed with the purple accents and everything. My icons have changed, and everything is set up to reload and theme accordingly when I do change themes. And then as you can see as well, when I pull up my wallpapers, it's all just wallpapers that fit that, and you can add whatever wallpapers you want in here. It's not specific mine. You can update these in the configuration that I'll show you here in a second. And then I also have the monochrome option here, which I have the Moon Knight wallpaper, which I think that's the only one I have in there. Oh, I have one more in there, which this one doesn't really vibe too much with the monochrome. I might add a different one, maybe like a Nord or another theme to go with that wallpaper, but I was just testing it out in this actual configuration. And then as far as the dock at the bottom here, I mean, I'm just using Crystal Dock since I didn't have, the Noctalia dock available, to me here. I'm just using Crystal Dock, which works on, pretty much any Wayland compositor. So that's what I'm using down there, and it is, updating with my icon packs and everything. So if we jump into the actual configuration here, you can see that I have, I'll try to make everything, a little bit bigger here for you. Actually, better yet, so you can actually see all of the files and everything. Maybe it'd be better if I open this up in a terminal and increase the size, and then I'll just use Helix to go into the configuration here. So yeah, so first I'll just go down into, let's go into the themes folder for let's say Grovebox. So here I am in the Grovebox theme. One thing I did notice is Helix is not updating with my color scheme here, so I will fix that. Still stuck in the Grovebox theme here. But if I scroll here, this is just like the placeholder that all the colors and everything get pulled from. So you have all my base colors and then the terminal colors here. And then this is where you can change everything that you want. So I have Material Black Mango option here for the GTK theme. So you can literally just download a new theme and change it right here, and that will be the new GTK theme that is used for this configuration there. You can change the focus colors, the width, and your radius for your Mango window manager, and also you can drop in different bars. So I have only one bar in this configuration, but if you have a different bar, you can add that to the bars configuration, which is under bars here. As you can see, I only have the full one here, but you can drop in other bars as well. I haven't fully, tested that out, so I'd be curious to see if that is, fully working as intended, as I do only have the one bar. Now, you can change the default wallpaper. I also did add, you can add the Z editor theme that is being pulled from. I will say you have to make sure that that theme is actually downloaded in your Z editor so it's actually just pointing to that theme within Z to update it. And then if I come up here, you can see that I can change the icon theme as well. So in Grovebox, we're using the Grovebox Plus theme. So I could change this back to Grovebox. And then as you can see, my icons have changed to Grovebox as well. And then you can change your cursor theme and stuff as well. I only have the Bada Nice cursor here, so that's the only one that is being used, but you can have different cursors, per option as well. So all that is configurable, and you can change, all that whenever you want to there. And then as far as the scroller layout, if I go into bin here and I go down into the scroller picker, you can see when I scroll down in here into the layouts, I have all the different layouts, in here to be used. But let's say I don't use the monocle option here. I'm actually just going to comment it out instead of removing it completely. Yeah, let's go ahead and write that, and then I will reload a configuration there, and then launch the option here. And then as you can see, the monocle is now not there. So I can really, fine tune this to exactly just the layouts that I do use. So I can switch between them a lot quicker because I don't have this long, list as available one. So I would probably only use like tile, scroller, I use center tile sometimes, and grid every once in a while. But yeah, so I probably would just use like maybe 4 of these options. So you're not stuck with just, having all of them as an option there. So I do like having that, capability to be able to update that and change it. But yeah, that is pretty much it as far as the, major features and everything within the configuration. But I will be adding, more, themes and stuff in here, maybe like a Tokyo Night, a Nord one, like I said. And you guys can leave some, comments below as far as what themes would be cool to be added in here. I will have to update, my wallpapers, because as of right now, these are the reason why these themes are in here, because I really only have wallpapers that kind of match these particular themes. So we'll have to get some more wallpapers to make sure I'm matching, themes across the board. But yeah, so I don't even know if I showed that off. As far as like switching the wallpaper here, it's just using awe to switch wallpapers. So it just switched, the wallpaper in the background. So now you can see I have the Loki one here, which looks really nice with the Grovebox theme. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for today's video. If you've been enjoying my content, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to support me through, my Linux journey and creating, tools and scripts and, different configurations and things like this, you can do so at kofi.com/theblackdawn, or you can join the YouTube membership. If you join the YouTube membership, I have started doing some YouTube member only polls and YouTube member only live streams where we kind of dive more into configurations. You can ask questions and things like that. So if you're interested in something like that, join the YouTube membership. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.